Registered dietitian Lara Metz joins us with some tips on how to take care of our colon, and it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the show, Lara.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, tell us, why is our colon health so important?
Okay, well, our colon, also known as our large intestine, is one of our major organs of our digestive system. So, of course, we want to make sure it's healthy. So its main role is to take the liquid form of food. Once it gets to the colon, it's really liquid form. It's going to absorb that liquid and process our food waste into stool so we can eliminate it from our body. So, of course, that's pretty important. And if it's not working properly, we're more likely to have gas and bloating, abdominal pain, even constipation.
Gotcha. All right. Fiber, 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 right? We always hear that word. We know it's good for our colon, which just happens to be your first tip. So tell us more about fiber.
Fiber is actually a carbohydrate that we do not digest. So it moves through our digestive system really pretty much intact, and it adds weight and bulk to our stool. It helps to keep us full longer. It even helps control our blood sugar, helps us control our weight. I like to start with a fiber-rich breakfast. It's a great way to ensure that you're meeting your dietary needs. So here's a cup of oatmeal, rich in fiber. I like to add raspberries to this. We can add a whole cup. And then chia seeds, which are a nutrition powerhouse, also filled with fiber. So this breakfast has 13 grams of fiber. That's more than half of my dietary requirement. Women need about 25 grams per day, while men are closer to 38 grams per day. And most of us are not meeting our dietary fiber requirements. Other great food sources are apples. I love spinach and artichokes and broccoli, even lentils and other beans and legumes, and avocados. Who knew that avocados were so high in fiber? But these are one of my favorites. And then, of course, whole grains. Make sure you are eating whole grains when you're eating processed foods like bread and tortillas.
All right, your second tip is stay hydrated. So how can a lack of water affect our colon?
Our bodies are actually 50 to 75% water. So we need to replenish the water throughout the day. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be constipated. So we need to stay hydrated. If we don't have enough water in our diet, what happens is our colon actually pulls the liquid from the food that we eat, and we may end up with dry stool and abdominal pain and constipation.
Your next tip is to include probiotics. How do we do that?
Our bodies are filled with bacteria, both good and bad. So we want to increase the good bacteria from fermented foods like plain yogurt, even sauerkraut. This is one of my favorites. And actually, you don't have to eat it on a hot dog. You can eat this as a side veggie, put it on a salad. Super healthy. And the probiotics help to reduce inflammation. They're important for our gut health, particularly in our colon.
Excellent. All right, your next tip is to eat more plant-based foods. So do I need to stop eating meat completely, Lara?
Absolutely not. So we want to make sure that we're incorporating more plant-based foods into our diet. So more fruits and vegetables, more beans and legumes and nuts and seeds, and healthy fats like avocado and olive oil and whole grains. So all the good stuff that's going to provide fiber and water and phytochemicals, phytonutrients that we can only get from real foods. That does not mean you have to give up on your lean protein from animal sources. So aim for more fatty fish like wild salmon and lean protein from chicken and turkey. Let's try to reduce the amount of red meat, though, because there are studies that show that it can increase inflammation and even potentially lead to types of cancer, including colon cancer. So okay to have sometimes, but let's just try to replace some of it with more plant-based foods.
Moderation, that's always the best medicine. And your final tip when it comes to a healthy colon is exercise. Tell us about that.
When we do physical activity, blood increases in our muscles, and it actually helps move food through our system. That's actually called some peristalsis. So we want to make sure that we're moving the food, helping the digestive system along.
Lara, thanks so much for coming today. Great advice, great tips. I learned a lot.